They told you retirement is about money, how much you've saved, how hard you've worked, how ready you feel. But no one told you the truth. The month you retire could cost you thousands, because one wrong date can trigger double taxation, cut your Social Security, and open a 3-year healthcare gap you'll pay for in silence. You think you're choosing freedom, but what you're really choosing is the most expensive mistake of your life. The system never cared when you retire. It only cares how predictable you are. That's why they never talk about the timing, because timing is power, and power is profit. This isn't about fear, it's about awareness, because if you don't control the calendar will control you, and once you understand that, you'll never look at a retirement date the same way again. Part 1. The Calendar Illusion. We've been told the calendar is neutral, that every month is just another box on the same page. But it's not. The system hides its profit in those boxes. In the months where you think you're safe, but you're not. Because January isn't the same as June. And retiring in December doesn't mean you're free. It means you just stepped into the most expensive month of the year to quit. While you're celebrating your last paycheck, your income doubles on paper, and so do your taxes. The government doesn't need you to fail. It just needs you to follow the pattern. They built the illusion that time is equal, so you'd never notice how the rules change inside it. Every page of that calendar isn't a schedule. It's a system. And the moment you stop believing it's neutral, you start seeing who it was really built for. Part 2. The double income trap. Most people don't realize it until it's too late. You retire in December. Your last paycheck comes in. Then, a few weeks later, your first Social Security or 401k withdrawal hits. On paper, it looks like success. 2 incomes. Double comfort. Freedom at last. But the IRS doesn't see comfort. It sees opportunity. Those 2 checks stack in the same tax year. Your bracket jumps. Your Medicare premiums rise, and suddenly your early start becomes a financial setback that lasts for years. They call it retirement. But it's really acceleration, accelerated income, accelerated taxes, accelerated regret. The system counts on you to celebrate at the wrong time, because the best trap is the one that feels like a reward. And by the time you realize what happened, your double income has turned into a double loss, one to the market and one to the machine. Part 3. The January Window. January isn't just another month. It's a reset, a clean page in a system that loves confusion. When you retire at the start of the year, your income resets with you. No overlap, no double stack, no silent punishment hiding in your brackets. It's the one window where you decide the story, not the system. Your Social Security starts clean. Your 401k withdrawals begin under new limits. Your Medicare premiums calculate fresh, not inflated by last year's totals. It's the month the government can't weaponize your own numbers against you. That's why they never advertise it, because clarity isn't profitable. Confusion is. Every January, the door quietly opens, but only the aware ever walk through it. The rest, they keep celebrating in December, wondering why their freedom keeps costing more every year. Part 4. The Mid-Year Mirage. Most people think the middle of the year is safe. Not too early, not too late. The perfect compromise. But the middle is where mistakes hide best. When you retire in June or July, you walk right into the gray zone. Too soon for next year's brackets. Too late to fix this year's. Your paycheck ends, but your income shadow stays. Bonuses, unused vacation pay, deferred comp, all stack quietly against your new withdrawals. And because you retired mid-year, you lose the clean break of January and the full-year control that comes with it. It feels balanced. But balance can be the most dangerous illusion. The system loves the middle. It looks calm from the surface, while underneath, every number tilts against you. You thought you were splitting the difference. you were really splitting your freedom. Part 5. The healthcare gap. Between 62 and 65, the silence begins. You're no longer covered by your employer. But you're not yet old enough for Medicare. That's the gap no one warns you about, because it's not their problem. It's yours. A single retiree can pay over $1,000 a month. A couple? Up to $30,000 a year, just to stay insured. That's not a bridge. That's a toll road. And the toll keeps rising while your income falls. You thought retirement meant peace. Instead, it handed you paperwork, premiums, and penalties disguised as options. This is the quiet trap. Not dramatic, not visible, but it drains your savings 1 month at a time. They call it independence. But freedom without protection isn't freedom. It's exposure. The healthcare gap isn't just about coverage. It's about control. And the price of control is awareness. Part 6. The hidden Roth window. The year you retire isn't just an ending. It's an opening, if you know where to look. Because for one brief window, your income drops before your RMDs begin. And in that silence hides opportunity. It's the perfect time to move money from taxable to tax-free, to turn your savings into strategy, to build a wall between your freedom and the IRS. It's called a Roth conversion window. But most people never see it, because they retire in the wrong month. They close the door before it even opens. And the cost of missing it can last a lifetime. This isn't about being rich. It's about being ready. Ready to shift from reaction to intention, from confusion to control. Because the system doesn't reward the early or the late, it rewards the aware. Part 7. The partner effect. Retirement isn't a solo decision. It's a chain reaction. When one partner retires at the wrong time, the other pays the price. Higher taxes, higher premiums, lower survivor benefits, and a lifetime of what-ifs that no one warned you about. The system treats couples like one unit until it's time to calculate the cost. If you retire in December, your income counts for both. Your spouse's Medicare premiums rise. Your household crosses a bracket you never saw coming. But if you plan it together, the timing shifts from random to strategic. You protect not just your income, but your partner's peace of mind. Freedom doesn't live in isolation. It's shared, or it's fragile. And the month you choose doesn't just define your future, it defines theirs too. Part 8. The December trap. December looks perfect on paper. The holidays, the bonuses, the idea of ending one year and starting fresh in the next. But that's the illusion. Because December is when the system collects. You retire, and suddenly every dollar from the year stacks at once. Your salary, your unused vacation, your benefits, your early withdrawals, all piled into one tax year, and you don't just pay for the moment, you pay for the illusion of timing. They sell December as closure, but closure doesn't mean freedom. It means consolidation of your income, your taxes, your risk. The system doesn't punish mistakes, it rewards compliance. And nothing is more compliant than a retiree who follows the calendar instead of questioning it. So when they say finish strong, what they really mean is finish paying. Part 9. Awareness versus advice. Advice tells you what to do. Awareness shows you what's being done to you. Advice says, retire early. Awareness asks, why now? Advice says, follow the plan. Awareness asks, whose plan? Because advice is built for the masses. Awareness is built for the awake. Most people don't fail because they didn't plan. They fail because they planned inside a system designed to benefit someone else. The moment you see that difference, you stop chasing comfort and start building clarity. You stop measuring success by dates and dollars and start measuring it by control. Advice keeps you safe. Awareness keeps you free. And freedom without awareness isn't freedom. It's automation. That's why most retirees follow the calendar. But the few who rise above it, they don't retire on time. They retire on purpose. Part 10. The Vision Line. Freedom isn't a date on a calendar. It's not December. It's not January. It's a decision. A decision to stop being managed by time and start mastering it. Because the system isn't your enemy. Ignorance is. They built the rules to guide the obedient, but awareness rewrites those rules for the independent. You can wait for permission, or you can draw the line yourself. That line isn't made of numbers or deadlines. It's made of courage. The courage to question the advice you were raised on. The courage to build freedom before it's given to you. This is your vision line, the border between what you were told and what you now know. Cross it, and you'll never see retirement the same way again. Because retirement isn't built by waiting, it's built by the decision you make today. If you've made it this far, you already know. This isn't just a video. It's a warning and an invitation. A warning that one wrong month can take back everything you've built. And an invitation to see retirement through a new lens, awareness. Because awareness isn't fear, it's freedom in motion. It's the moment you stop asking when and start deciding why. Comment the word awareness, not for the algorithm, but for yourself. Because the moment you write it, you mark the day you stopped following and started understanding. Share this video with someone who's thinking about quitting this year, someone who still believes timing doesn't matter, and subscribe to @XRP Today USA, where we turn confusion into clarity and retirement into freedom. The system runs on habit, freedom runs on awareness, and retirement isn't built by waiting, it's built by the decision you make today.